Hello everyone and welcome down to the channel. You join me in my office today because it is currently smashing it down outside. However, this particular video I can do from right here in the comfort of my own home, and this is talking about what putter grip is going to be right for your game. Now also, because I'm clearing out the office, I also have literally a box full of grips to give away. So I will do that giveaway a little bit later on in the video, so make sure you stay tuned to see how you can get your hands on one of these many grips. Now obviously there are very many different ways to actually hold the club when putting. You just have a look around at the very best tours on the world and that's pretty plain to see. Now this putter grip I call the Finch claw, or the Finch talon, I suppose. Better claws? Talons. Anyway, it's the Finch claw grip, and it's pretty simple. So my left hand is on as usual. The claw comes in, so my hand goes onto the side of the grip as so. And then what I do with my index finger of the left hand is I wrap it around the fleshy part of the thumb on the right hand, so it locks in. So it locks in like this. Now the reason that I am doing this particular style of grip is it helps me get the ball a little bit more online, and this is where you really have to understand the individuality within putting grips. This is why you see so many out there. Because what this putter grip does for me, it allows me to sit my right shoulder into a more comfortable position. When I'm holding the putter in a conventional way, like a reverse overlap, which we'll get onto in a moment, my right shoulder, I feel like it just comes out a little bit. It almost gets a little bit internally rotated during my setup. Now what I want to feel my right shoulder do is to actually sit back a little bit more. And when I get my hand in this type of position on the club, so like a bit of a karate chop, it allows me to feel like I can get that right shoulder a little bit further back. And what that allows me to do is also feel like I'm almost coming a little bit more on the inside when putting and almost having a bit more of an arc to my stroke. And like I said, this is allowing me to start the ball on a much better line with my new putter, of course. So if we have a look at two of Phil Kenyon's clients. So Phil Kenyon is currently one of the best putting coaches in the world. He has a long list of clients who are doing so well. Two of those are Tommy Fleetwood and Justin Rose. Now both of those players use a variation of the claw or the pencil grip. And as you've just seen with my grip, it basically means that the top hand, so the left hand for both of these players as they're right-handed, is a normal standard grip. It goes up through the middle of the hand, which we'll get onto in a moment as well, but they hold it in the left hand and then the right hand sits below the left in that claw or pencil position. One of the advantages of using this grip, it kind of feels like the right hand is taken out of the stroke, so it's just that left hand which is locked in, and with the Finch claw, that also basically feels like that right hand is very neutral, so I can feel like I can use my body much better. Now why Tommy Fleetwood and Justin Rose are using the claw, I don't know. I haven't asked them and I haven't asked Phil about that, so I don't know the dynamics of why they're using that in their stroke. But on to another one of Phil's clients. Let's talk about Francesco Molinari, who uses a standard reverse overlap style of grip. Now reverse overlap, something which Tiger Woods has used for many years. Left hand on top for a right-hander, right hand sits underneath, and then the left index finger just sits on top of those back two fingers, the back one finger. Sometimes it stretches all the way down. Some people like Koepka actually have their forefinger, the right hand, stretching down the grip as well. There are lots of different variations of this style of grip. It's a very classic way to actually hold the putter. One of the advantages that many players find is they have more control of speed with this type of putting stroke, which obviously is very key within putting. And that is one of the reasons why so many players utilize this grip. And what Phil Kenyon really extols within his coaching is the fact that you've got to find the individual factors that are going to work for you and your body and your stroke. So this isn't a case of me saying that one style is going to work over the other, although of course the Finch claw is the best grip in the world. But what I am saying is if you can find a decent putting coach to work with, that is going to give you so much more of a benefit, because they should be able to figure out what you need within your stroke, and the way that you position your hands on the club can have a massive effect on how your body reacts. Remember, this is not just a hand movement. Putting is using the upper body as well. Now another grip is the left hand below right. So if you think of Jordan Spieth, you know, he's a real good putter. He's someone who's done this very well for, a long time now. So that left hand, so the lead hand, now that sits below the right on the actual putter grip. So the left sits below the right. Now one advantage this has, it brings the shoulders more level, and people kind of find that again this takes a little bit of that right hand out of the stroke and they can control things a lot better with the left side. This is a really good example for me of a putting stroke which doesn't work individually, I mean, not obviously nationally, internationally, worldwide. Basically, when I use left hand below right, I simply cannot release that putter head, so I end up missing so many putts off to the right hand side. Now, there's two quick ones that we need to have a look at. The first one is the arm lock. Now, the arm lock is as simple as that. Basically, the putter runs up the inside of the forearm on the lead arm, so the left arm for a right-hander, and then the right hand goes on in a variation of different styles. Now, Webb Simpson is someone who uses this currently at the moment in time to great effect, but this is very much treading on the toes of what's legal, because you've banned so the PGA, the USGA and the R&A, they've banned anchoring, so you can't stick it in your sternum like a broom handle or a belly putter. And yet the arm lock is still deemed to be not actual anchoring, which seems a bit silly to me, but I don't think the other anchoring putter should have been banned anyway. And the other one is a prayer grip. Now, a prayer grip's quite interesting. So you need a nice thick grip generally to make this feel comfortable, but it's basically where the hands, they slot onto the putter in this type of manner. So the thumbs are equal, and you've basically got the hands, they can either wrap around each other or stay in that prayer position on the back of the putter. This is a grip which I think a lot of people would benefit from trying, but like I said, you do need that little bit of extra equipment with that thick grip. A two-thumb grip, for example. I know Matt Wallace, currently a very good player on the European Tour, he uses this grip. And talking about these putters, so I got these sent through, and I've got this many of these P2 putter grips to give away. There's also some little special editions with like a USA. Are there any Europe ones in here? So I'm going to be splitting this giveaway between YouTube and on Instagram. So if you do want to take part and you want a chance of winning one of these putter grips, which I'm going to give away at random. Obviously, if someone wins in the US, I'm going to post the US one first. But if you want to enter, simply like the video, make sure you're a subscriber, and comment below on the style of putter grip that you currently use. So are you using the Finch claw? Are you using a reverse overlap? Are you using left hand below right? Whatever it may be, comment below. And then head over to Instagram, so it's Peter Finch Golf on Instagram if you want another chance of winning. Right, thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you have subscribed to the channel if you haven't already, and that you've entered that giveaway as well. Hopefully you found this information useful and those examples of the players who currently use this grip. So go and check those out. There's millions of videos out there on social media that you can really have a look at their technique and see what you like the look of. One other tip that I will give on that, try and pick a tour player who you like, which is of a similar stature. You know, you're not going to be able to figure out exact arm length, leg length, and all the rest of it. But if you like the look of a player and they're of your similar height, then maybe that style of putter might be the one for you. And guys, that is it. So thank you so much for watching. Head over to Instagram for another chance to win that giveaway as well. And we'll see you down here soon.